I know what the fire meant when it said, a part of you must die. The traumas you have clung to have no place where you are going. You must let them go to allow deeper loving. Perhaps this is where the sadness inside of me sits, because I cannot get rid of it taunting my incessant need for pleasure. Have I been trying to escape the emptying feeling of letting everything go? I feel the echo of something long removed, as if my body is clinging to some parasite that is no good for me. How many times have I gluttonized bitterness and hate, knowing I dug the knife deeper into the regrets of the men I've loved by denying they ever loved me? I must forgive the aches of others for when they have hurt me, or else am I not a hypocrite to ask others to let my past go? Now she must die. And as I wrote this, the wind danced wildly through the trees, saying, "Let us take and bury her ashes so you can let her go." And the river said, "Become the shoreline so I can erode you and you can let her go." And I saw in the mirror a younger me with red knotted hair and innocent eyes. She said, "Come with me so you can remember." And then, let me go. I jumped through the mirror and she led me to his side. With tears in his eyes, he apologized. And the veil was torn to reveal the love I'd denied. His chest was gaping and bleeding from all the hurts he'd given and received. So I took the scars from my skin and laid them on him. It is time to forgive. I tore open my chest to let him in, so he bled into me and I into him, an endless cycle of giving, until the scars I'd returned interlaced with his wounds, and light replaced our bond of hurting. In that moment of returning, love healed the brokenness that had bound us to an eternity of shame. And I laid the stories of blame by the river alongside the girl who had found her home there. She was crying and dying, but I stopped trying to intercede as I watched the fires of rage disintegrate her completely. And the wind came, taking her ashes away to scatter her amongst rocks that would never know her name, until I and the river was all that remained. This is the story of death, but also a new beginning, where I let a child die, a woman grew. I forgave and became new. Once I'd built a foundation of trauma, but I moved and found a stable home by building my sanctuary on love instead of ashes. I have always said love is the greatest teacher, but here I prove it.